what actually is truth. You know, a lot of people get upset because their view of the truth doesn't correspond to someone else's. The rather unhealthy codependence between governments and a narrowly owned media in this country, at least traditional media, and that codependency does tend to create a convergence of views about what is the truth, and the government's view of the truth often tends to dominate.
Now again, as we said, we're not sure what caused this. It could possibly, and we emphasize possibly, have been a ground impact of a Scud. It could have been a ground impact of a Patriot, or it could have been the result of debris falling between the two of them. We just don't know right now, but we do know that at least 2 Scud missiles incoming were fired at Riyadh, and according to the Saudi military, they were both shot down. Charles Jaco, CNN, reporting live from Saudi Arabia. Was almost exactly 2 hours ago when the sirens went off here in Saudi Arabia. Where we are in eastern Saudi Arabia, there was no problem. However, there was an intercept elsewhere near the capital city, Riyadh. We've got some videotape of that you can take a look at right now. Hi, Atlanta. We're about to have a short course in missile identification. This is a Scud. You can tell it by its distinctive label. Now, when the missile is launched, the first thing you look for is the plume sticking out behind it. Now, when you detect this, you can tell it's been launched. Thank you.
Graffiti on it? Yeah, show me graffiti.
Larry King show or bust.
Welcome back. Have you seen this week's Newsweek? NASA is looking for aliens, and the British government has released more of their previously confidential UFO files.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look. The top 10 things about Saudi Arabia. Maybe we could shorten the list to 5.
Oh God, Geopolitics by Dan Quayle.
Je suis un journaliste américain. Wolf. Wolf.
Denver, let's meet our panelists. Stan Romanek is the man who claims to have shot footage of an extraterrestrial. Jeff Peckman is pushing for a ballot initiative to establish an extraterrestrial affairs commission on the Denver City Council.
Now, let me just size my mask and fit it for a second, just like I always do. Stand by. Got that, Atlanta? Standing down now. I'm going to go get my hamburger and my coffee. All clear. Every time I order something, this happens. All clear. Thank you. I'm starting to get real bothered by all this. Boy, did I almost look stupid. Charles Jaco, CNN, reporting live from Saudi Arabia. No, wait a minute. Whoa, hold it, homeboy. I'm the talent here, you dig?
Michael Ralph, his son Shane, moved to this North Fork home in April.
The only bad part is the aliens around here.
Yes, you heard correctly, aliens.
Couple of explosions, what may have been an outgoing Patriot ground-to-air missile, some reported airbursts that may have been an intercept of an incoming Scud missile. We're really not sure. All we know is that the air raid sirens have gone off, and we've heard the outgoing roar of at least one Patriot missile. We've heard some sort of airburst. We can't tell where it was from where we are right now. We're waiting to see what's happening. As you can hear, the air raid sirens are still going off around us. People are, strangely enough, used to it. This is the first one of these attacks that's taken place early in the morning. But is happening here, and we're watching, we're scanning the skies for something else coming in, but right now we can't see much of anything, and frankly, this is what we can show you on television right now because of military restrictions from both the Saudis and the U.S.
CD, if you need to take cover, I notice that you've got your gas mask in your hands. If you need to put it on, please do so. If you need to take cover, please do so. If you are able to take a question, did you think that the possible threat would be over because it is now morning there? It's what, just after 6 o'clock in the morning?
The whole thing is everyone assumed that the threat would be over because it was early morning. But the thing about Saddam Hussein is that he has never done the expected, and right now we have, once again been surprised with the unexpected, an air raid, an apparent attack, although we can't say what the outgoing missiles hit, at approximately 20 after 7 in the morning Saudi Arabian time. All the other attacks have occurred from 10 o'clock at night till 3-4 in the morning. This is the first one to take place in eastern Saudi Arabia during the daylight hours. Now, that sound you hear behind me is the hotel firings in another city in Saudi Arabia. CNN's Carl Rochelle is here with me. Just came up. Carl, I know we can't be very specific given these restrictions, but within those parameters, what did you see?
Well, what I saw, I didn't see anything hit. I looked almost straight above us. There's a vapor trail coming from my right to my left, and there's a cloud of something. It looks like it might have been an explosion, a cloud. I'd say my apologies for please putting on a gas mask. There hasn't been any gas dropped here that we could tell. No. Smell some of the fumes from a missile exhaust going off. The missiles use a rocket, a cordite, some sort of burning.
I haven't seen the wings, but we know he flies.
16-year-old Shane says he's had several extraterrestrial encounters.
There is a lie being told to everyone.
Tonight with a look at America's obsession with alien spaceships. Now, we're trying to answer the question that people have been asking for centuries. Are we alone in this universe?
And they suggested, well, next time this happens, get your video camera out, put it on a tripod, put it on night shot, and pretend you're going to bed. So I did exactly that. I actually got my camera ready, put it on a tripod, pointed it toward the window, and instead of going to bed, I actually went to the next room and got a magazine and wanted to see if I could maybe see it for myself.
And the last card would be the extraterrestrial threat. Well, at the time, I kind of laughed when he said asteroids, and when he said extraterrestrials, I knew I wasn't going to deal with that subject. And now we hear on the news just today, this week, that they've slid in another enemy. Only this time we're going to protect our satellites. In other words, we have to have some reason to spend these trillions, to waste these dollars on a space-based weapon system, and they're all lies. They're all lies.